Yo, what's up? Joshua Casper here with another massive tutorial. Today we're going to be making a deep house synth pluck, and this is what it's going to sound like. So as you can see, it's pretty versatile in terms of a deep house kind of pluck. We can add a second oscillator here to give it a higher end, a higher pitchy sound to it, and we can also play with the filter if we wanted to adjust the sound a little bit more. But it's pretty standard deep house kind of chords, and it's really easy to make, so let's just go ahead and get started. Here I am inside of Massive. I've got my new patch open. It's the default settings, so I can turn off the third oscillator and the modulation. I don't have to do that because the amplifier's down and nothing is being modulated, but I like to turn these off if I'm not going to use them, just so I kind of know quickly, visually, without having to look at everything, whether or not it's being used. Another thing I like to do right in the beginning of making say a pluck like this sound is adjust the envelope for everything right off the bat to kind of get the plucky sound. What I would do is come into envelope 4, which is the main envelope, and turn that level all the way down, and maybe just turn down the decay a little bit, and that way I've got the plucky sound. Cool. This first oscillator, what we're going to do is we're going to come in and put it on the sine triangle, and then just bring that wavetable position all the way over to the left. And on this second oscillator, I'm going to pull up the pitch plus 12, which is an octave, and then turn the wavetable to sine square, and leave that all the way over to the left. The intensity is fine, and now I'm going to adjust this to where I want it. And as I pull this up, it's going to be adding a higher velocity sound or a higher note to the patch itself. So if we're going to go ahead and test that out right now. Cool. And we can put on some reverb here, turn the size up, the density all the way up, and turn up that decay, or the dry wet rather. We can also come into the EQ and just turn up the high shelf just a tad. And that's pretty much the patch. It's very simple, right? We could also add some white noise to add like a hi-hat hit to it if we wanted to, by turning up the color here and then just turning up the amplifier a little bit. So I'm going to turn that off, but just know it's there and it's easy to use. And another thing we can do here too is turn on the filter to something like Scream, and that will be able to manipulate the sound a little bit more. Cool. Those are just some things to keep in mind if you wanted to use them. And obviously you could put on a delay or something like that. You've got this extra effects insert over here. But that's the basis of a nice deep house sound, and I think it sounds pretty nice. It's pretty simple to do, and that's what I like to show you guys, and try to keep these under 5 minutes long but get decent sound. So this is it, and I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.